Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is HD, and I'm going to be your host for tonight's game. This is the pregame show, and it is going to be for the IC Cup TV League Finals between IdrA and LzGamer. None other than our big crybaby bully, but yet the most dominant foreign player on the scene, Greg IdrA Fields, and he's going to be playing against LzGamer. It is going to be a Zerg versus Terran, and of course, as you guys know, the HDH Invitational is just a few days away, and one of the matches that might very well occur in the round of 8 is IdrA and LzGamer, so perhaps this is going to be a preview for what is to come. This is going to be a best of 3 that I'm going to be casting here, to my knowledge, and it is once again IdrA versus LzGamer. The first game is on Steps of War, so without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look. Alright guys, and welcome to game number 1. We have IdrA spawning here as the red Zerg down in the bottom left hand corner, and his opponent LzGamer spawning as the green Terran up at the top right hand corner. The map is Steps of War, and this is game 1 of the ITL IC Cup TV League Tournament Finals. IdrA here asking if the stream is working, and of course there are observers casting this game as well. This game was actually played a while back. I'm not sure exactly which patch this is, but rest assured this is going to be a pretty epic game. IdrA and LzGamer, of course, definitely have a lot of history together. LzGamer here looks like he's moving out his first SCV, just throwing down the initial supply depot. And of course, IdrA, as you guys all know, the anti-cheese maestro, does not like facing against cheese. As I said before in a previous game, cheese is his kryptonite. LzGamer here giving some good luck to Greg. Greg Fields is IdrA's real name. Based on their reputation, these two players actually, I believe, don't like each other all too much. Not that much, at least. Looks like we even have an early drone coming out for IdrA here. And keep in mind, guys, this is a 1 versus 1 player map. So the fact that IdrA is moving out an early drone means that he's really suspicious. He probably feels confident knowing that he is the better player here. But at the same time, as you guys know, his weakness is cheese. So he wants to make sure nothing funky is going down inside LzGamer's base. Already getting the drone inside the base here, and looks like this is the patch right after the SCVs had a nerf to their HP to 45. And all you have to do really when you get your drone or a probe inside that thing, it forces the Terran players, you guys can see here, LzGamer pulling additional SCVs. All you have to do is A attack right here, and it'll actually attack the SCV even if the SCV is inside the building and you can't select it. So with that nerf to 45 HP, it really is annoying as a Terran player. Forces you to pull off a lot of SCVs off the line. And kind of makes it as if even though IdrA sent an early scouting drone, it kind of makes up for the fact that he's going to lose some economy because the Terran player is forced to pull some SCVs. Looks like IdrA here playing standard, going with 14 pull it looks like into 15 hatch, and then throwing down a pretty fast gas. Meanwhile, we have a Marauder. No, we have a Reaper coming out. A Tech Lab already on the racks. I didn't see the gas going down, but critically, IdrA does have his drone in here, so he sees this Reaper coming out. I mean, that can only be the only thing. That's really the only thing that LzGamer can be building at this point with that really fast Tech Lab. So we'll see how IdrA prepares for this. LZ here throwing down an extra racks as well. LZ's also got his SCV inside IdrA's base and does see the fast expansion now. I mean, a Reaper could... Oh, the Reaper's going to take out the scouting drone. The Reaper could go for this right here, but there's really no drones to kill, and one Reaper does take quite a while to take out a hatchery, so I would imagine this Reaper is going to go straight for this economy right here. We even have a Roachborn coming up. Roach, of course, is IdrA's... out of all the games I've seen IdrA play, Roach is pretty much the most important unit that IdrA favors. He uses that in almost every single matchup. And we do have the first Reaper coming in here. A Queen coming out as well, probably just a spawn larva. No, actually it's going to use that to fend off the Reaper, and this should push back LzGamer's Reaper. Reaper and Queen duking it out here, and the Reaper does go down. No way one Reaper can take out a Queen, but a second Reaper on the way, and this one is going to try to sneak up on the other side of the ramp, but the Overlord is going to see it. We'll see what kind of damage it can do as it gets into IdrA's base. IdrA here, another Queen morphing out, and Roaches are on the way. One drone going down. Reaper here trying to maneuver away from the Queen, but really there's no way that a Reaper can, get in there and not die, not when a Queen is... it does quite a bit of damage to a Reaper. It only takes about 4 or 5 shots, and the Queen will, or the Reaper will go down. Another drone going down there. And the Reaper goes down, getting 2 drone kills. Not really the most efficient, not bad, but keep in mind that was 2 Reapers for the cost of 2 drones, and now it looks like LzGamer is going to transition away from his Reaper build into a Marauder build, and this is pre-patched before the Marauders had their concussive shells nerfed. So this is patch number 7, I believe. IdrA here with the higher income yield right now at almost 1,000 minerals per minute and 122 gas. Both players about even in gas, and that is because IdrA does have 2 bases right now. Terran player, meanwhile, just now trying to grab his expansion as well, and going to use a bunker to fortify that natural expo. You guys can see that LzGamer, when he doesn't have a mule up, his income definitely drops down to a measly 400 to 500, so about half of what IdrA is pulling in right now per minute. And it looks like at this point, as you guys all know, IdrA is a very, very macro-oriented style player. He loves to grab that next expansion, and he's already working on these rocks. He's either going to grab this right here or grab this expansion up here beyond the rocks. But what we'd expect to see, IdrA is throwing down 1 Evo chamber. I'd expect another chamber to go down, also getting speed for speedlings. He's probably going to start researching, missiles and perhaps even carapace if he throws down another evolution chamber. And then just go for a timing push with mass roaches and perhaps some speedlings as well. He's even expanding the creep really nicely here. IdrA, one of the players that really favors using the creep tumor even above spawn larva, and already expanding that creep, which gives a huge movement speed bonus to any Zerg unit minus the drone. Taking a look at the income tab, we do see both players starting to even it out now, as LzGamer is getting his second base saturated, and it looks like he's getting a medevac out of his starport. So nothing fancy here. We're not seeing like a Thor a Thor ship. I'll call it the Thor ship whenever you see a Thor and a medevac dropship. Any Thor ship harass. So we're just pretty much seeing standard, getting a dropship from LzGamer, probably as well just gonna bulk up on Marauders. And the nice thing is the concussive grenades already come with the Marauders. IdrA here actually moving an Overlord in. I've actually seen a lot of high-level Zerg players, they don't really care if they lose this Overlord, but as soon as Overlord speed kicks in, they will just float that Overlord into the enemy player's base. A wise decision, even though it puts the Overlord at risk. It's just so worth it because there's no other way for the Zerg player to scout at an enemy Terran base because of the wall-off. So good move here from IdrA. He's getting all the information he needs, and he'll be able to react to this heavy Marauder build, Stimpack being researched, as well as a Raven coming out as well. Looks like IdrA, meanwhile, grabbing his 3rd expo, staying true to his macro-oriented self. And I expect IdrA to start pushing out with the timing attack once this missile upgrade gets done. That does increase